Alright, welcome back. So we have found Aaronville's mom. Still gotta figure out what's going on. Oaklamot's caretaker has died and everyone has forgotten about her. And I think we've stumbled onto a resistance group. Let's hear what she has to say. It's so wonderful to meet all of you. And the students of Baldessian. It's been a while since I've heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body I can control remotely. I use this for our operations. Operations? Yep, I was right. I was like, there's a resistance group. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves. And our goal is to thwart Zeralja's ambition of conquest. Okay. So I wonder if they have some of the Queen's help. As the leader, it is prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious case. You are right, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is... As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, it's a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who and what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. That was so long ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zeralja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. Has anyone noticed it yet? None of you... Okay, there we go. None of you are wearing those strange devices on your head. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator. The pinnacle of electro technology, in that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Mind control. Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is a regulation of the wearer's reserve to souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them... A soul? Oh my god, I'm right. Ew. Oh my god, why? That is disgusting. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packed in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as an accident. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Okay, but here's the thing. If you die of old age, do you become a soul cell? Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls is a common resource in payment for services rendered. Why does this remind me of, is it the Aya? The void scent practice, the void scent practice of consuming others for their aether comes to mind. And similar, I expect that the act comes with some risk. He's right. Yeah, he's right. But something about this seems just worse. I don't know. Because the void scent consumed aether, but they also consumed each other, even when they didn't need to consume each other. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management. Then the reason everyone has forgotten Amika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer. So if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity in oneself. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that the regulators forcibly extract memories related to the deceased from anyone wearing them, as a way to save space. Oh, that's sad. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So essentially, everyone is everlasting happy. There's no... Oh, but... Oh, I don't... That rubs me wrong. So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from their minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It is then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. That's what they were doing. They were harvesting souls. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Very much like the Void Sin, okay. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. Yeah, but the people don't remember them, though. That's the problem. And this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to the Yakui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Yeah. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists use electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so the nation could endure. Very much like what we were trying to do in Endwalker, trying to save as many people as possible. There's that caveat. There's that caveat of if you fear getting injured or dying, that's it. Whereas okay, I see why people would. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sveen didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She said she wants to help us stop Zaralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice: live with the risk of true death, or security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. It's the natural order of things. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. But they have. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. almost wonder if Sveen is the type of ruler where it's, do how you see fit, with that underlying threat of, but you will die, and I will not be able to care for you, and I will guilt trip you, and so on and so forth. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of reading too much into the weeds now. Alright, who are we meeting up with? Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. This almost feels like a kind of like a three-faction area. You have Zarelja. You have Oblivion, and then you have Sveen. Cassia, what are you doing here? And with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Sveen's crown. Oh, but they aren't wearing anything at all. Her crown is a regulator? I wonder, did Sveen actually die then? Ooh, okay, this kind of turns me in a different location. It's too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Cassia said you were a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they are weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to the hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. A special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I bought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much of trouble to ask. Of course, in which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts just on any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. Alright, let's go fight some creatures. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. course. That's one. This one will do nicely. She's a monk. We'll help you. That's not the point. It's fine, really. I've faced worse. Just watch. The point is we see her die. I don't like the look of this. Let us help. No, I know exactly what's gonna happen. You die, and then you come back to life. 12 preserve. She needs healing. No, she doesn't. She just consumed a soul. Why is Lamont? That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. Lamont, you don't understand. You don't get it. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. You get a boost after you die. Zeralja. Yeah, now you understand. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulator? Yep. I think I understand now how Zeralja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw there at the end. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of a serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved by gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. This is gonna be messy. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of people and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, just as you saw with Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth become fangs, your nails, claws. Too many, and you become more beast than man. Okay, that's what we did. That's what happened. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of Voidsman. Yet, unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. Alize's knocking on. Yep. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations and the reflections are surprising indeed. See, now I want to know, what's the backstory? How did this come about? While we all have our thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is we know the powers of Zeralja and has at his disposal. It's one thing to separate corporeal aether from incorporeal aether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliol's concern. With his newfound powers, Zeralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped stop no matter the cost. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all. But for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. Wait, was that where we were? At this rate? There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. I probably should fight a sentry just because. Okay. I'm very interested in seeing what Wilkmont has to say. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolol and Alexandria, and while Zeralja knows everything about us, we hardly know anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies inside that enormous tower, Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Cassia and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way is to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zeralja. Steen too claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask you why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erinville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Steen may feel, she's the ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her and less reason to take her at her word. Okay, I'm glad Wilkmont kind of picked up on that. A fair point, and knowing Zeralja, we must assume that his arrangement with Steen was not made out of some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get, it would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in flesh, we cannot rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolol. As you say, we have no proof that it's really her. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we are going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zeralja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erinville. You always had great instincts, honed with your time trained under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? And we'll deal with it when the trap is sprung, like we always do. That's always the way of it with you. Fine, if you're set on this, I'll say no more. Then that's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. This almost has the sound of a song from Shadowbringers. Mainly Emmett Silk's theme. Cassia, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason to strike down Zeralja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As valid resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zeralja. In light of this, I propose we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg of you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve to the least. In the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Cassia. Everyone, together, we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zeralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides in the uppermost level, but the queen, Spain, has a perchance for going out in public. He seldomly shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given moment, it could only be the queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zeralja will eventually march on Tuliolal again. That's where we can go after him. Or that's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. Not necessarily. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolal. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he is superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of that pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. Blah. But if he didn't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. What are you suggesting? Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliolol again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliolol requires that Zeralja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. So a strategy of certainly viable. Yeah, such a strategy is certainly viable. If we are proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Stola, and will make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave the Vanguard to us. We'll send word the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zeralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside that tower in the residential district of Solution 9. We already have an entry for Solution 9, hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. About that, Sveen said she could make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when you're working together. Depending on how long this next portion of questline takes, because I think we're going into Solution 9. While Oblivion has operations all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Gio, leader of this hideout, and the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayake. I'm Nostalgia, pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisions. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayake is a Tanawata name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right, our mother is Tuliololin, and our father Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of our mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released. When months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We'd already lost our memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion, hoping to get justice for our father. We joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together, we will avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. Introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while my name is Tanawatan, is a Tanawatan name, I haven't the faintest of how things are outside the barrier. My dream is to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food is delicious, and everyone is so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet the others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts, all. Elenshpa. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out your mother. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while she still can. Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Oh, I know these quest lines get so long. Okay, yeah, I think I will leave this next one alone. Oh my god. That's the Soul Factory. Oh, Sveen.
You've been consulting with Wuk Lamat. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me.
Okay, that answers the
Whatever
question.
sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
She shared her power.
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuk Lamat bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuk Lamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamat, if you are Father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
Okay, that makes sense now why they paired up.
What now?
She was desperate. She was desperate to protect her homeland. Yikes. I'm gonna end it here. We'll get to solution 9 next week. Until then, be good to yourself, be good to others, and take care of each other. Laters.